It's mailbag time. What's up, everybody? Welcome. It's Friday, November 14th. You might be listening on Saturday, and we're hoping you're having a great weekend. Dan's got his Irish butter coffee thing going on there.
Kerrygold life.
There it is. There it is. Jamie's got, I don't know, a dog barking somewhere in the distance. Yeah. All right, we're all good. We're ready to go. How are we doing, Dan?
Good. How about you guys? I'm having a great day.
Why?
No, nothing in particular. Just woke up in a good mood. I really shouldn't be. It's cold out, and I can't golf anymore these days, so I shouldn't be happy. But I am. I am happy, probably because I didn't have to watch Giants football on Thursday, and I'm not even worried about this Sunday. It's Jameis Winston time.
All right.
Be excited.
I'm not.
To an extent, yes. This could be a debut. This could be a little bit of like a weird debut for the next Giants head coach, Packers defensive coordinator. This happened last year with the Bears. We'll see. I'm intrigued by what could happen. I'm also intrigued by the idea of if Jameis Winston does the unthinkable and wins this game, maybe the Giants can get Matt LaFleur, which would be the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
So there's some intrigue in this game.
I hope the Ravens finish bad and the Ravens get fed up.
Not getting hard
or something, but not Belichick. Okay.
I mean, so far, let's see. Since they fired Dable, you guys have been linked to Tomlin.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Flores. Coughlin.
Mm-hmm. Coughlin.
How
old is Coughlin right now?
Both Packers coaches.
Spagnuolo. Everyone loves to bring that one up.
Yeah, Spagnuolo, I think, would be great. Okay, well, no one cares. Let's. I don't have a lot of news and notes.
And Gruden.
Dalton Kincaid, who?
And Gruden.
Gruden. That's the wild card. They haven't really been linked to them. That's just like what fans want.
No.
Oh, I want that. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I would want that.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, we'll get some news and notes is pouring in right now. So before we do that, let's read some YouTube comments here. From Adam, coffee with a stick of butter. Yep, that's
no, not a stick. It's like a little sliver of butter that I put in. Not much. It's not. You don't need much. It's black coffee with a little bit of butter.
Very healthy. Troy Franklin.
Not bad for you, actually, if you look it up.
Troy Franklin, Jamison Williams, Jordan Addison. Pick 2. Troy Franklin, Jamison Williams, Jordan Addison.
Jamison and Franklin.
I love what Dan Campbell did with Jamison Williams last week. So I'm definitely sticking him in there. And I'll just go Franklin. I have little to no faith for Mike McCarthy. I'm sorry. Now I got Mike McCarthy on my mind because he's also apparently a Giants coaching candidate for the J.J. McCarthy offense. I mean.
What did you see what was your Jamison Williams takeaway?
Oh, just we broke it down for Beyond the Box. So basically what they did was finally utilize him in the way that you should. Look, he is a great vertical route runner. He is a great one-on-one winner, but he's also great when you just clear out space with 2 wide receivers on one side of the formation, bring Jamison Williams on a short drag route or a short over route over the middle, get him the ball, and then all the space is cleared out from the 2 wide receiver combination on that side of the field and let him run. He almost had a touchdown in this game that was like this close. The safety just got him toward the sideline. Would have been an even bigger game in fantasy. And that's how you got to utilize him. Utilize his speed after the catch. He's not just a vertical straight line guy.
All right. Is it worth making a move to add Aaron Rodgers or Caleb Williams this week, or just start Goff? I'd probably drop Sean Tucker.
I would much rather start either Aaron Rodgers or Caleb Williams over Jared Goff this week.
Yeah, but then he has to drop a player, is what he's saying. So you'd be dropping Sean Tucker. I don't know your running back situation.
If you're not playing Sean Tucker, Bucky Irving is practicing. He's most likely going to return next week, barring a setback. So if you have no reason to play Sean Tucker, clearly this is a shallow league. If Caleb Williams is on your waiver wire, it's a shallow league. If Aaron Rodgers is on your waiver wire, it's probably a shallow league. So I would just go with the quarterback and not worry about Sean Tucker.
Just to quickly address the comments, Jim says it needs to be grass-fed butter, almost specifically. Yes, Jim, it is Kerrygold. That's grass-fed. It's as good as it gets from the butter standpoint. But I have a quick question to run by you two, Jamie and Adam. Made a huge trade in my biggest money league. And before I preface it, before I tell you the trade, I want to hear your thoughts on it and what you would have done. It's a league where it's 14 teams, super flex, but also in addition to that, you get a 0.5 point per completion. So quarterbacks just go nuts in this league. I was lucky enough to have Flacco and Daniel Jones. Now Flacco's done. So a team with 3 quarterbacks came to me and said, you got to get a quarterback here. You're obviously going to buy week 14, 15, because I'm first place in this league and I'm going for everything.
What's the trade?
So he's offering Jackson Dart and Jameis Winston. He picked him up to give me the whole quarterback situation. and Mike Evans, who like might be back at some point, and I'm giving up Nico Collins and RJ Harvey.
Yikes.
Yeah. Right before Harvey's going to break out.
I'm not so sure Harvey's going to break out, but they didn't put okay, a few things. They didn't put Dobbins on IR. So for those of you who have right. So those of you who have Harvey, let's see what happens this Sunday, but we don't know how long Dobbins is going to miss. That's number one. Okay. Number two, I'm not so sure Joe Burrow is coming back. I guess I'd have to lean that way because he wants to come back.
So I got scared off. He's like, all the reports are like,
Dan, if they lose their next 2 games, they're a 3-win team on Thanksgiving. They're out. They're pretty much out. So he wants
to play.
But I think he just wants to play. I was thinking that too, Adam. I was thinking, do I take the risk?
He said it. He said, I don't know if he said this team situation could affect his coming back.
He did say that?
Yes, he did.
This is bad research on my part. I didn't see
that. No,
it
was pretty subtle, but I don't think I'd do it.
It's tough. It's just if Burrow comes back, I almost have to do it. You can't finish the league and win the playoffs without a quarterback in that flex spot. The way it's set up with the 0.5 completion. But I did have an option. He would have taken. This is the part I wanted to ask you.
You did the trade, or you're contemplating it?
I did it already. I have no option. I need a quarterback.
Did you shop around?
Oh yeah. It's such a crazy league, Jamie. First of all, almost every single backup quarterback is stashed in this league due to the importance of the position. So like Jimmy Garoppolo's stashed for a parent, like future Stafford. Anyway, the other offers I had were somebody was giving me Gabriel straight up for Nico. I don't want Dylan Gabriel and Sanders. I would have got. And then there was only one other team that had 3 quarterbacks with Tyler Shuck, and I was trying to get Shuck, but he also didn't need Harvey, so he had good running backs. He needed receivers, so he's like, I'm doing it for Nico and like or the other receiver I'm about to tell you. So then it was like,
I think it's fine.
Me, I'd rather give up Harvey and Nico and get back the Giants quarterback situation, given how much Dart was scoring and the upside of Dart to potentially be like a league winner for me down the stretch than like Shuck or Gabriel, honestly. But it's not a good spot. If Flacco ends up playing the rest of the season, it's a horrible trade, and I might have cost myself the league. But the part of the trade I want to ask you guys about, he gave me the option of giving him one of 2 receivers, Nico Collins or Devontae Adams. And I chose to give up Nico and keep Adams. 100%. Would you have done? You would have done the same?
Absolutely.
It's tough.
It's very tough. This is redraft, obviously, right?
Yep. Full PPR.
Yeah, I think Adams probably better. I just, banged up last week, older receiver. At some point, does that come back to haunt him?
So the injury is definitely on my mind with Adams, but that Rams offense is unstoppable. Nico, I think that, like, I want to believe in Nico. He was my wide receiver 2 going into the year. So I love Nico, or maybe 3 or whatever it was. But he's been a big bust. And last week they threw 45 times. They pretty much never do that.
Yeah.
He had a 54-yard catch on a Hail Mary at the end of the first half. There still are a lot of issues there with Nico. He could still be the frustrating guy who gets you 7 for 70 and scores points, So I definitely would go with Devontae Adams.
That's what I did. I chose to keep Adams, but
let's go through some questions here. Rapid fire. Michael Wilson or Keenan Allen in full PPR?
Wilson. I have that decision to make myself.
I think Wilson has a better chance of getting targets here, so I'm going to go with the volume. Wilson.
Kamani Vidal, Ricky Pearsall, or Teteroa McMillan. Pick one.
Oh, I'll go the upside with Ricky Pearsall.
I'll go Vidal.
Yeah, Vidal for me
for full PPR. I'm talking.
Yeah, not an easy call. Gibbs, would you give up Gibbs for Rashee Rice and Rico Dowdle?
Ooh,
it's a fair deal.
You would?
Absolutely. I don't.
He's a receiver, yeah.
I don't even think it's fair. I think it's a clear win for Rice and Dowdle.
Yeah, I still think you're giving up the best player in the deal, but I still think you're right. Dowdle's probably top 12 rest of the season. So,
but the best player is not that much of a best player. The gap between Gibbs and Rice.
Him and Rice, yeah, sure.
I don't even know who's averaging more points per game. Rashee Rice is averaging 22.4 points per game.
All right, so just to go back to the Sean Tucker question, Todd Bowles just ruled out Bucky Irving and Chris Godwin.
Okay.
By the way, Rashee Rice.
If you need Sean Tucker, then clearly you have to make a tough call with the quarterbacks. If you don't need Sean Tucker, again, shallow league would be my guess. Wait until the last minute, drop him so nobody else can pick him up. Next week, he's probably going to be irrelevant. And I would go Caleb over Rodgers.
For what it's worth, Rashee Rice is averaging 2 more points per game than Jahmyr Gibbs.
Okay.
Coffee, ice cream.
You also have Gibbs' worst game of the season in there.
Also have his best game of the season in there. I mean,
such a small sample size for Rashid, but yeah.
Coffee ice cream over pumpkin pie. They are both horrible.
They're not both horrible.
Would you trade T. Higgins and Aaron Jones for Devontae Adams and scoring in standard? No way. No way. Higgins and Aaron Jones for Devontae Adams.
Probably not.
You would rather have Adams? You'd rather have the two guys?
He's saying he'd rather have the two guys.
I mean, if the Bengals are going to have this good of a passing offense, T. Higgins is awesome again. And then Jones is the lead running back. Yeah, I would do that.
Yeah, I probably would aim higher than Devontae Adams again.
Mahomes or Lamar this week?
Lamar
for sure.
Denzel Ward looks like he's out.
I'm just never benching Lamar, so any question with Lamar will be Lamar for me.
Well, people are worried about the weather in that game, so that's something we're gonna have to keep an eye on for sure.
Yeah,
and we'll talk about it on Sunday. All right, so the news and notes: Dalton Kincaid is out. Jamie just mentioned Chris Godwin and Bucky Irving are out. That's 3 big players out in that game. He mentioned the Denzel Ward thing; he may not play. Jackson Dart is out this week, but looks like he's trending in the right direction. So hopefully back next week. It's pretty much the big stuff right now. Okay. Well,
Kincaid out.
Was Slayton in practice?
Slayton is not expected to play.
Yeah, Slayton's out. Kincaid's out.
Not only is Slayton out or not expected to play, but Kayvon Thibodeau is out for Thibodeau. He's Thibodeau. I always get him
and Bobby Okereke, their best linebacker. It's going to be a rough day for the Giants defense. Then again, the Packers offense kind of sucks. So
their secondary got healthy. Their front 7 got a little bit worse. All right, so big day for Josh Jacobs and big day for BetMGM.
Terry McLaurin officially ruled out too.
And BetMGM was ruled in. Register with BetMGM to get instant access to the best variety of parlay selection features, no sweat and boost tokens, live betting options, and much more. New players can receive up to $1,500 back. Let me say that again. New players can receive up to $1,500 back in bonus bets with the bonus code FANTASY if they don't win their first bet. You don't want to miss out on any of the hard-hitting action at BetMGM. Place your money line, parlay bets, and more today. BetMGM, make it legendary. All right, let's do emails. Go ahead.
Dan Campbell says he does not expect Sam Laporta to practice today.
Oh, gosh. All right, no Laporta.
So deep sleeper, tight end premium leagues, look at Brock Wright.
Now, are we going to boost Jamison Williams with Laporta out?
Slightly. Khalil Shakir cleared for contact.
Khalil Shakir cleared for contact.
He's dealing with a rib injury, so didn't practice Wednesday or Thursday.
What the hell is going on in this? First of all, no, I don't look like John Hamm. Yes, I do. I do look exactly like John Hamm. But what is this picture? I know what the picture is, but it looks like photoshopped with a beard.
That's you. That's what that
is. I know
is.
who that is, but I don't think that had that facial hair for that picture. And maybe I did.
One day you should show up on the show with just a mustache.
No, that is completely
fair. A handlebar thing.
I got the mutton chops too.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, we need who? Oh, there it is. Just put up the last comment. No.
Which one?
There it is.
Hold on. A few quick emails, and then we'll take a break and do more. This is from Chris. Would you trade Jalen Waddle for Travis Etienne and RJ Harvey? I have Dobbins.
Jalen Waddle for Etienne who?
Harvey.
I mean, if you need the running backs, it's not far off.
He does.
I mean, okay. Jalen Waddle's just been so good without Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I'm not benching Waddle.
Well, no, it's not that. Would you trade him for Etienne and Harvey?
Oops, sorry, I got caught looking at the comments. Would you trade him for Etienne and Harvey? I mean, if you desperately need running backs.
He does, and he has J.K. Dobbins, so he's locking up.
Yeah, I would do that, honestly.
Okay. From Mark. Woody Marks, Deebo Samuel, Gadsden, start 2.
I'm benching Deebo.
Yeah, Marks and Gadsden is right.
How about this one?
Deebo.
Guillotine League, PPR, start 2. Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Jahmyr Gibbs.
That's the fun of a guillotine league. I'll start Gibbs in
Who are you
London.
sitting?
Actually, no, I can't sit.
Who are you
Bijan.
starting over these guys? There's like three of my top 10 players.
Yeah, that something's wrong here.
Gotta answer it. Let's go.
No, something's wrong here.
No, I refuse to answer that.
answer
That's
it.
just insane.
I think I'm gonna
Are
start.
you trolling? This is your team?
No. I'm gonna say I'm gonna start both Falcons.
Now, again, to be fair, we're down to this is week 11, so you're down to 7 teams left, depending on when your league is done. I'm sitting Derrick Henry in the guillotine league that Dan was eliminated in week 1. Not to bring that up.
Wow. Do we really need to talk about my record in the other leagues we're in this year?
Oh my
versus
God.
you guys.
This guy is on the bragging tour.
I'm not. It's a direct response to getting called out like Jamie just did. You got eliminated week 1 of our guillotine league. The league that nobody wants to be playing in, by the way.
Let me tell you about a trade I made in my league. I'm in first place, by the way. That's how you started the show.
Well, yeah, I am in first place of that league. It's my biggest league, and I'm in first place. It's just the truth. I'll screenshot this. You want to get a little screen share going right here? It's a CBS league.
No, I'm just saying. You're just a bragger.
No, it's just a defense mechanism for when people come at me.
I think, but no one came at you. I think I would not start both Falcons. Like, what if the Falcons have a terrible game? I'd go with Bijan and Gibbs.
I just play the running backs, yeah.
Yeah, pick one. Addison, Pearsall, Quentin Johnston, Wan'Dale Robinson. Jamie's starting Wan'Dale Robinson over Bijan Robinson this week. So.
I would go Bijan Robinson. I mean, Wan'Dale Robinson, excuse me.
All right.
Bad guy Rai is really coming at me today. Chill out, bad guy.
You're 2 in the comments right now, Dan. You should be on the show and out of the comments.
Can we discuss how we figured out this past week through text, you and us three, through our group text, what I deem to be a good dad joke? And
yes, because I have many listener submissions for dad jokes later in the show, and we're going to get to that in a bit. But Sunday morning, 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. and then noon to 1. Join us at youtube.com/fantasyfootball today. Also, one more very important thing. If you're watching the show on demand on YouTube, if you want your start-sit questions answered, leave some in the comments. I'll come back this weekend and answer some questions. Leave some comments with start-sit questions, and I'll try to help you out. Can't answer all of them, but I'll get to some. We're going to take a break. We got more emails after this.
Critics agree Leadman is a hit.
We roll the dice one last time.
Men die. Oil companies don't.
Someone says I'm being snippy because I'm still fighting with my wife because I told her to bench Travion Henderson.
You guys are in a fight over what?
Over Travion Henderson. I told her to bench him.
Over who?
Jalen Warren.
It's not the worst idea on paper, but it's pretty bad, man. Ramondre Stevenson ruled out. The Jets traded their whole defense. What are you doing?
Sleeping in the guest room is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
All right. From Sal. First year playing and I'm doing well. Would you make this trade? Give up Nico Collins and David Montgomery for Emeka Egbuka and Zach Charbonnet?
Yes. I have Emeka Egbuka ranked higher than Nico rest of the year, so it really ends at that. And I also think Charbonnet is the better value of the running backs there. So easy win for me.
Okay.
I might be off on a league, but I just took a quick glance in the leagues where we're all in together.
You're off on a league if you have anything negative to say.
Dan is 3-6.
No, I'm not.
Combined.
What are you talking
against
about?
you and me, Adam.
Oh, in head-to-head matchups?
Yep.
Talking about the standings of the league. Who the heck cares about a head-to-head matchup? Take a look at the standings and get back to me.
Put that on your
magnet.
auction league. 3-6.
Our Baked Burger League. Yeah, the standings matter a lot more than a head-to-head matchup.
I'll look at records.
Go ahead. Start with the auction league. Go to Baked Burger. What else are we in?
League. Baked Burger, we know you're the greatest ever.
Okay, go to auction league.
Fantasy football today, you are the worst. In the
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're 4-6. Jamie and I are 5-5. No, I'm just wrong. Superflex league. Should we check
that one? Your FFT Open 8-2.
I'm 7-3. You're 5. Adam's 5-5. Dan's 4-5-1.
Yeah, I mean, where are you here? Where are you?
Look at the points. My points are higher than you in that.
Oh, now we're going points. Okay, so head-to-head doesn't matter.
Well, fine. That's 2 leagues. What about the auction league, Jamie? What's your record in the auction league that I'm 9-1 in?
I'm not in that league. So
you're not in that league. How about Baked Burger?
Yeah,
We're gonna forget about those two. Like, I don't understand what we're doing
every
here.
week. Baked burger. We
Cherry
know
picking a couple leagues.
Keith's Dynasty League. Dan and I are both tied at 7-7, but I just beat Dan last week.
Not 7-7, 7-3.
7-3, excuse me. 7-3.
We're both doing well in that league. Adam's again bottom barrel in that league.
No, Adam's not in that league.
Yes, you are.
Dumbass.
You are in that league. Whoa. You have to edit that one out. That's on you.
Don't you say that I'm bottom
That's
of the
on
barrel.
you. Are in that league.
Heath's which one?
Heath's new dynasty that we did for charity this year.
Oh yeah, I'm in that one.
You're in that league, and I've been trying to trade with you, and you're just denying. I'm trying to help your team for the future.
You offered me such an insult.
No, I didn't. How's that insulting? What do you want? You want more than a second-round pick for those scrub players that are like only win now guys? Vidal and who would I ask for? Vidal and Tracy.
Javonte Williams.
Well, I do want Javonte. What do you want? Javante's worth more than a 2. You want a 1 for Javonte?
That's
crazy.
In that league?
I offered you a 2 for Javonte, then I offered you like a 3 and a 4 for Tracy and Vidal. That's not insulting in
What's
Dynasty.
your team name? What's your team name in that league?
In the Dynasty one with Heath, the new Dynasty where I'm 7-3 and Jamie 7-3, and you're like 2-1 or 2-9 or 2-8 because I can't do math. Let's see. Superflex, really? I'm trying to find that league. It might have been buried. This might have been a buried league. Where is this? FFT Dynasty Superflex. My name is just Dan in that league.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm 7-3, Jamie 7-3, you're 3-7. That's where we're at there.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So I think we've disproven your theory because the Superflex League, the FFT League, you're the worst of the three of us.
So then I'm better than in auction, Dynasty Superflex, Baked Burger. That's 3 leagues.
Not in the auction league. So that doesn't
You're
count.
not in our auction. Why did you not do the auction league?
I'm not in it. I'm just not.
Why not?
All right. Let's get back.
What's your FFT Open records? I'm 8-2. Are you even doing good in that league?
No, I'm
Jamie?
middle of the pack.
6-4.
Okay, that's respectable.
Hey, I'm not in that league with you. I don't know what to tell you. You're in that league with 11 people that I don't know. Not me and Jamie.
Adam, just know that head to head against the two of us, he's 3-6.
There you go.
I don't know how you did that in real time, but good for you.
You go to schedule your record,
just
versus
like
Adam,
looking
your
through
record
each
versus-
league and putting it. Listen, in the end, what's going to happen here is we're going to decide by the end of the season who won the most leagues of us 3 that we're all in together.
Well, it's going to be me because I play in more than you.
No, that we're all in together.
We're all in together.
We're all
There's only 4, and 2 of them are Dynasty. I don't. Dynasty doesn't count.
Oh, Dynasty doesn't count now. That's where we're going with this, just because you're so bad at Dynasty. Is Adam the worst Dynasty player you've ever played with, Jamie? He's like, just every league I look in, he's bottom barrel.
Every 2 of them.
Yeah, that's it. 0 for 2.
Yeah, I know. It sucks. I had a lot of injuries in that league. There's nothing you can do. There's no waiver wire. Mike Evans, Malik Neighbors. What am I supposed to do?
I think people are right. I need the no strip. It lets me breathe, deep breath. Like that. I need a mantra. I need to relax.
All right. We're going to go real fast here. We're going to make up for some lost time.
Yes.
Sorry for swearing at Dan there, but
That's on you.
especially when I was wrong and I actually was in the league. I need
so I was. You were in the league.
I need to bench one player in my half PPR league. Derrick Henry, DeAndre Swift, RJ Harvey, Devontae Adams, T. Higgins.
One more time. Harvey, Swift. What else?
Harvey, Swift, Henry, Adams, Higgins. Bench one.
So you really can only choose between Harvey and Swift.
Actually, for me, it's between Harvey and Henry.
Henry, wow.
Yeah.
All right. Jamie said Harvey.
I'll bench Harvey. It's the safer play to go with Swift, but I think we could be seeing the Harvey breakout this week.
Just keep in mind, as much work as he may get, it's still Kansas City.
Yeah, he's good. I just want to see him with an actual role and rhythm.
The word I said, what I called Dan, is that profanity? Because do you remember that commercial where the guy goes into the guy's office and he's like, Mr. and he says it, Mr. And he goes, it's pronounced Dumas. Like they said it on a national TV.
Oh, you can say dumbass. That's fine.
Yeah, dumbass is fine, right? I didn't curse. All right.
It's not very nice of you, but you can say it.
Oh, dude!
Hey, yeah, you got to edit anyway because Jamie got you there. But honestly, it's deserved for saying something like that to me, and especially when you were wrong. You deserve to have to do extra work after the show.
All right. PPR league from Bill. Pick 2. Rashad White, Kamani Vidal, Tez Johnson.
Tez and Rashad for me. Or no, Tez and Vidal.
Yes.
Agreed.
It's Vidal. Vidal. Say it.
It's Vidal. Remember when you told me that thing with Bijan, and then we learned later that he doesn't mind being called Bijan?
All right, from Michael. Tony Pollard, Amari DiMercato, or Jordan Mason, half PPR.
Ooh,
Pollard.
just one? DiMercato.
Pollard. But I guess DiMercato is a safer play. I just
Jonathan Gannon met with the media today and said he would not give any injury updates aside from Marvin Harrison and maybe Mac Wilson being out.
Okay. By the way, he also says Swift or Harvey, PPR.
It's the same
Swift.
question. Yeah, I mean, Swift a safer play, so I'm fine with it, especially PPR.
This is from Sherm. He says, "Dear Jamie and Adam, I would have included Dan in the greeting, but since it's a guillotine league question after week 2, I don't know if he'd have the input." At what point do you start treating a guillotine league like a DFS lineup and a drop above average guys like DK Metcalf in hopes of hitting big on a 1-week streamer?
So we're getting to that point. I finally spent. I was the big bank for the last couple of weeks, and I finally spent, and I overpaid just to make sure I got them. But Rashee Rice and Devontae Adams were both available.
Nice.
And I didn't expect to get both, but I did. And this is going to tell you how I overspent. I spent 300 or 200 for Rashee Rice and 81 for Devontae Adams, and Saquon Barkley went for $10.
Wow.
So
Why did that happen?
Just didn't pay attention. That's rare.
Is that the league I lost in week 2?
Well, I got a couple messages like, "Oh, I forgot to do waivers." That's going to happen.
That should not happen in a guillotine league.
But it does. I mean, this is not the first time I've seen this happen. I've been playing this, format for at least 5 years, and you see it. People just don't think they're going to spend enough, don't have the money. There's, few managers that don't have money at all. I didn't really need running backs, but obviously I would have, put a bid on Barkley if I thought he was going to go cheap. And you should honestly, in any of these formats, put in bids for almost all the superstars just in case something like this happens, if you can afford it. But yes, the thing you want to do is you want to get to the end and control the bank, because if you do, then you can just be picking up anybody you want to. So I tried to do it where I'd still be in the mix in the next couple of weeks. I like really where my team is at, but you never know how that goes. It does help. Like for example, last week I got Trevion Henderson for $20. So it always helps if you have a great start. So like I have Henderson right now. I feel like I'm in a great spot to survive.
All right, moving on. Next question is from Kerry. Half PPR. I need a running back and a wide receiver. Aaron Jones, Swift, or Marks?
Half PPR, Swift, Jones, Marks. Yep. I feel Marks is the safest to me.
Ooh,
I'll go Swift.
Pretty risky to me.
You think so? Just from a role standpoint.
So I just want to see it one more week before I say this is his role.
With Marks?
Yeah.
I don't know. I heard somebody suggest maybe he only plays a half on Thursday, and then they said on Sunday.
All right. So Jamie said Swift. Dan said Marks.
Yeah.
I think I'd probably go Swift. But I think Aaron Jones is pretty good too. Quentin
Johnson. I like them
Johnson.
all. I really do.
I don't like. Good. I think the Bears' offense will really stall out this game. Matchup wise, I do not like it. If you look at some of the stats with Caleb Williams versus pressure versus the blitz specifically, he's going to get blitzed all game in this game.
All right. Quentin Johnston or Ricky Pearsall?
Johnston.
Oh, do I go Ricky? Pretty Ricky, right? First week back. I'm pretty excited about Ricky's return. They are generating offense through QJ because they can't pass block. So I'll go QJ just because he's that short area target, and that's all the Chargers can do is run quick game right now. So QJ's fine.
That short area target once. So we'll see if that keeps up.
Pass game. That's how they utilize him.
I know. No. From Matt.
I mean, that's what they're doing with their receivers.
Yeah.
ETN or Wandale?
Ooh. Well, no Slayton.
I love Wandale this week. I probably still go ETN though.
I'm going Wandale with Jameis. There's no Slayton.
From Dalton, 12-team PPR, which side do you like better? Saquon Barkley and Chris Olave, or Josh Jacobs, Keenan Allen, and Wan'Dale Robinson?
Saquon and Olave. What's the other side?
Jacobs, Keenan Allen, Wan'Dale.
I think Olave, Barkley.
Yeah, I think you got to go Olave, Barkley. Like if we knew that Slayton, forget about who the quarterback is, because I think it shouldn't matter too much. But if Slayton's out for an extended period of time, then Wando's in a good spot. He's obviously a little bit better with Jameis, in my opinion. But still, Saquon and Olave. Like Olave's first game without Rashid Shaheed was fantastic.
I think Olave's top 2 in targets this season at wide receiver.
Yeah,
he's definitely up there.
It's insane.
Jacobs does feel kind of significantly better than Barkley. Obviously, it doesn't have to be that way. It could change.
Just because he scores more, you think?
Yeah, I mean, he's just been a lot better, hasn't he?
I have a lot of concern about them moving forward without Elgin Jenkins on that offensive line. They've already had so many injuries on that offensive line. Now take out Jenkins. Jordan Love's not playing great football. It's just, again, like he'll score because they're going to score some touchdowns. They run a lot in the red zone, but there's no explosiveness to his game. He doesn't have much involvement in the passing game. I think Barkley has more upside rest of the season.
I mean, that's one thing to say, but Jacobs is averaging 3.8 more points per game than Barkley.
Yeah, he scores a touchdown every game.
Yeah, he does. And I don't really think that's going to change necessarily.
Yep.
Okay. I'm not projecting for one a game, but he's going to be a touchdown scorer. Last couple questions here. Chase Brown, Woody Marks, or Travion Henderson. But
Chase Brown.
If it's not Henderson.
Well, yeah, if you could have got Henderson, good for you. But
Chase Brown or Marks?
Chase Brown for sure.
Yep.
And Rashad White or Jake Ferguson, PPR?
Full PPR.
I mean, last week was a great opportunity for Rashad White against a team that has been awful against pass catching running backs. He had 5 catches. He turned that into 16 yards.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Ferguson.
Same. And there's a chance, I think I'm reading that game could be like 30 in the 30s. I don't like to pick. I'm out on the 30-degree football as far as expecting passing production.
Time for some dad jokes from the audience.
Okay. So can we go over what happened this week in text? We found out what I deem to be good and bad dad jokes, and I figured it out. If a dad joke has a pun in it, because Jamie presented 2 or 3 really fun dad jokes that I laughed at. They were good. I don't remember the first one, Jamie, but that was the best one that you texted over. And it was great. It's a pun. When it doesn't have a pun, it requires a Mitch Hedberg level delivery. You can't just deliver a dad joke without a pun and then have no delivery to it. You need the pause. You need the Mitch Hedberg pause. So you don't want to bring the Mitch Hedberg pause. You just want to do like, what do pilgrims like to do? They like to eat, like, or, like they have Thanksgiving. Like, it's not funny without the pause. I don't remember what that joke was, but it was terrible.
If pilgrims were alive today, what would they be known for?
The one that Dan loved was, do you know why the person who invented the Ferris wheel never met the person who invented the merry-go-round? They travel in different circles.
That's funny. That's actually funny. It's solid, right? It's a pun. You get it because the circle. But like the other ones that don't involve that pun, without the delivery, they're nothing. And even that's not that great. Let me just be clear. That's not even that great anyway.
Oh, that's not that great? You said...
It's like okay at best.
You said, see, that's amazing. That's a joke right there. It's clever.
Yeah, for a dad joke, it's amazing. Yeah. I have to qualify that, obviously.
Oh, my gosh. It's not slapstick without the delivery. That's what
even like what EDU puts in, like, I don't trust Adams. They make up everything. If that had like a Mitch Hedberg style delivery, it might have a shot. It really might. But if you just read it like that, I don't trust Adams. They make up everything. Then it's like, you get it? Because Adams, everything's made up of Adams. That's not funny.
That's a good one from Brent Morrison. Find it.
Where is it? Okay. I think that, Emma, if you wouldn't mind doing me a favor, I'm going to star this one. If you see any good dad jokes, just put a star on them. I'm going to read the ones that I get from email. But what you're saying about like, you need the dad joke to have a good delivery, I think that pretty much applies to jokes. Right?
Yeah, to an extent, but like, or they could be clever, right? Or they could be clever with a pun or a play on words. That's my point. Like Jamie's had a little bit of a cleverness to it.
But what you don't get, somebody just posted this thing. They're not supposed to be funny.
I know.
The funniness is how bad they are.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well, I guess to some people that's funny. That's not that's funny to me.
Let's see how you like these. This one's from Kyle. Did I ever tell you that I once submitted 10 dad jokes into a joke competition to see if I'd win? No pun intended. Okay, this is from Michael. Why does Waldo wear stripes? Because he doesn't want to be spotted. From Carrie. What's the best thing about Switzerland? I'm not sure, but their flag is a big plus.
Ha ha ha.
Nicole says, want to hear a joke about paper? Never mind. It's terrible.
Ha ha ha.
Jake asks, what's brown and sticky? A stick. I don't like that one. That was not my favorite, but okay. Those are some dad jokes. Let's see if we have any in the chat.
There's some good ones.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, I think we have a lot. Why don't skeletons fight each other? They don't have the guts.
Not bad.
I don't want this reputation. Andrew saying Dan is really becoming the resident curmudgeon. I'm not a curmudgeon. I am a lovable, good, happy guy. I just don't like dad. Like, I'm happy. I said at the beginning of the show, I'm having a great day. Like, and I laugh at stupid stuff. I don't think my sense of humor is better than yours. Like, I laugh at the Tim Robinson sketches, which is like some people find them really not funny at all. And it's pretty dumb humor, but I find it funny. So like, it's just different. Everyone's sense of humor is different. I am personally not laughing at these jokes. That's just all I'm trying to say here.
And when does a joke become a dad joke?
I guess when it's not funny.
When the punchline becomes apparent. That's really clever, actually.
It's very clever. It's clever.
Yep.
Yes.
Why did the Scarecrow win the award? He was outstanding in his field.
That's good.
You know, I got to tell you something, Dan. I never realized that I was.
See, that's a good football related one there by Abraham.
Oh, that's great. I told Rashad White a joke, but he didn't run with it. That's really good. Dan, I never realized I was a curmudgeon until a lot of people told me I was a curmudgeon. So I just think about it, you know?
Just think about it. I really don't think I am, but maybe I am. I really hope I'm not. I got to fix a lot of things about my life if I'm heading toward Curmudgeon Avenue. Is that where you live, over on Curmudgeon Drive?
Not anymore. I think in my 20s, I certainly was,
more of a curmudgeon.
I lived
backwards in your
curmudgeon. I owned the whole curmudgeon lane. I owned the whole
but you have curmudgeon traits since I know you.
Yeah, but I'm a pretty happy guy. Like around the house, I'm super happy.
I don't view myself as unhappy either. I don't think anyone else does, but apparently on this show, that's the vibe I'm giving off. So I'll need to fix that moving forward. Guess I have to just start fake laughing at dad jokes. That's the best way to do it.
There's a good one by the nose strip guy.
What's his
strip
name?
guy? Oh God.
I once had a job crushing cans. It was soda pressing.
That's good. That's good.
That one's better written out.
That's good.
My wife screamed, "You haven't listened to a single word I've said, have you?" What a weird way to start a conversation.
That's
all
not a bad joke, is it?
We got the Fantasy Cops. This is Dan's favorite segment. Fantasy Cops when we come back.
There we go. That is the best.
We'll be right back. Oh, I'm kind of bummed about something, guys. I had lunch plans and they just got canceled.
What was it for? What were we going to eat?
I don't know. Just go to get a sandwich or something. I was really hungry for it. I don't know what to do now. I feel like I can't go by myself.
I don't understand.
You can't go by yourself to a sandwich place?
Hold on. None of this is adding up. Adam had lunch plans that that he was excited for, and now he's missing it. And I said, "Where are you going?" Because usually if you have lunch plans and you're excited about it, you're eating at a certain place and you're excited about that food. He's like, "I don't know."
I think we were going to go to this deli. I guess I could go by myself, but I don't want to do that. It's like
a really good deli.
A 12-minute drive. It's fine. But they have one sandwich that I particularly love.
What is it?
It's called the Bourbon Street.
Okay. What's on it?
It's a good place. All right, I'll tell you after Fantasy Cops.
Okay.
Just get it and bring it home.
Would you drive 12 minutes to get a sandwich and bring it home?
I love eating alone because it gives me 20 minutes to 30 minutes of just nothing, no one to bother me. So what Joe Flacco said was the perfect analogy for anybody that just wants a little bit of quiet time. You should just go do it.
But I don't think he's planning to sit and eat and enjoy his time alone. He's just going to pick it up and bring it back.
Sit there and be like, "I can't believe I'm alone eating the sandwich."
No, I don't buy that. It's just kind of far to go.
12 minutes? That's far?
Yeah, it's a little far. All right,
Oh my God,
here's the sandwich. Chicken cutlet, cheddar cheese, red onion. No thanks, not for me. Lettuce, tomato, blue cheese dressing. It's really good.
I mean, it doesn't sound like my kind of sandwich, but anything with chicken cutlet is good if you're in New York, New Jersey.
Here we go. Time for the Fantasy Cops. Fantasyfootball@cbsi.com is our email address. Says this one is from Ian. Says, "Hello all, pumpkin pie is trash. I have a serious issue in our 20-year fantasy league. 12 teams, PPR, tight end premium. Okay, our league voted before the year to add an additional wild card round to the playoffs before the year. We failed to realize that there are still bye weeks in week 14. Well, the commissioner reminded everyone of the new structure this week, and checking the schedule, I see that I will be without Drake May, Rico Dowdle, and George Kittle. Basically, I will lose. I never liked the idea of changing rules in season, but this has to be an exception, right? What kind of league wouldn't want the best players to have a chance to compete in the playoffs? What do you think?
I mean, if they voted,
Yeah.
there had to have been some measure of people looking and deciding, okay, we're all going to agree that you're going to be out some players. So if you did it before the draft, everybody knew what the bye weeks were for the draft. That being said, this is the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, it needs to be changed, but it's one of these things where we've ruled on these a lot in the past, and we kind of always say whatever the rules were and everybody agreed to them and knew them, you hope you have to stick with it.
I'm changing.
Yeah, no, you're playing wild card week. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Next up is Katie in Bergen County, New Jersey. Are you anywhere near that?
What?
Are you near
What was
Bergen
it?
County?
Bergen County, yeah, Bergen County's up north. Great county. I'm a little too poor to live there.
Great.
Just to be honest.
Okay, big fight this weekend about who's responsible if a team manager goes missing and doesn't set their lineup. Is it the commissioner's responsibility to babysit players? This
Probably
is
the FBI.
This has even caused an argument between my boyfriend and me. LOL. Oh, no. All right, so basically what happened was somebody wasn't setting a lineup. Katie realized this, brought it up to the commissioner, and he refused to set the absent manager's lineup, leaving the commissioner against the team with 3 players on bye. Okay, so the commissioner was playing the team that wasn't setting the lineup. All right, so what do we do here? I have some personal experience with this, but I'll let you guys answer. What do you do as commissioner if someone's not setting a lineup?
So I think the first thing you do is when you catch this and you reach out to the person and say, hey, what's going on? Just notice that you haven't set your lineup.
Yep.
I think if you're gonna take an active role in that, you got to catch it during the games, so first time it happens, so I mean, you're either going to set the lineup for the person if they decide, hey, I'm not into it, whatever, or you're just going to let it ride every week and give everybody the opportunity for a free space.
So I don't like the idea of, it's tough. I don't really love the idea of the commissioner texting the player like, hey, your line, because it's only fair if he does that every single week.
Right.
And that now becomes a chore for the commissioner. It's not great. I don't think a commissioner should be expected to do that every week. What if he forgets? And then one person's benefiting from the commissioner texting the guy, the other person, or not texting the guy, the other person is losing because of that. I think the reality of the situation is it's hard, tough love that I always deliver in these spots, Adam. And I know you don't like this, but you have to decide, are you a serious league or are you a league for fun? If you want to be a serious league, you text the person, you say, look, you have to start taking this thing seriously. You've done 2 or 3 lineups without a player. It's affecting the impact of the league. It's hurting the balance. If you don't start setting your lineups, I will ask for you not to return to the league.
So here's the issue. Go ahead.
My only concern is if you've done that now and it's gone on for 2 or 3 weeks, and the teams that just played that manager in the last 2 weeks gets the benefit of them not setting lineup, and then now you're changing it. I'm going to guess in your instance, you're doing it just in the broad picture of set your lineup. I don't care who you're playing, but now you're potentially penalizing what could be playoff competition for you or playoff competition for other people that they now have to deal with that as opposed to the 2 people who didn't.
Yeah, that's unfair. It definitely is going to affect the balance of the league no matter what for this year.
So this happened to me. This happened to me last week as commissioner. I was facing the Jonathan Taylor team, scores 50 points.
Right.
But he started Patrick Mahomes. He started T. Higgins. He started one other player on bye, and I won. And this wasn't the first time it happened with this manager. The first time he didn't set his lineup, I did reach out to him. Or the first time I noticed it, I said, hey, he had an illegal lineup, right? And I was like, hey, you got to kind of pay attention. He's like, oh, sorry about that. I will. But then he played me, and he didn't. And I didn't realize this until after the games had started, that he'd started all these guys on bye.
Right.
And I've decided I'm not going to say anything to him because it would be unfair for me. I just got to win because of his failure to set a lineup.
Yeah, right. You can't do it now for the other people.
Do it now. So I'm going to have to address.
That's the problem, right? So you can't even do it now. You get put in a tough spot as commissioner then.
I think if you don't catch it, you could say there's a gray area of, okay, I didn't catch it in week 3. And then I told him in week 4 on, to your point, Dan, it becomes a chore, but I told him in week 4 on. So the 1 week 3 situation, that's just, hey, it happens. Whatever the case may be. Now I'm on it. I'm going to pay attention to it. But if it's like 3, 4, 5, and then week 6, oh crap, he hasn't been saying his lineup for 3 weeks, you just got to let it go.
Okay. We got one. We got one from Liam. We had a trade go through. It was a 14-team league. Tony Pollard and DJ Moore for Garrett Wilson. The trade was not accepted until Monday, seconds after the news came out that Wilson would be injured for 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, not that he was on IR, just that he was out for 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay.
The person who sent the trade, giving up Wilson for Pollard and Moore. Oh, no, sorry. The person sent the trade gave up Moore and Pollard for Garrett Wilson. He said that, that it should be vetoed because his intent was not to acquire an injured player. Do you think the trade should be vetoed? I'm sorry, I butchered that. So he sends a trade, give up Pollard and Moore, get Garrett Wilson. It was not accepted until just after that news came out that Wilson was going to miss 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah. And now the guy who is getting Wilson wants it vetoed.
It's tough.
No, it's not. You veto it.
You think you veto it?
I think so. I veto it.
Because you think the person waited to accept it until he got the news?
I just think that if a player's status changes from the time the trade was sent to the time it was accepted and changes in such a severe way, right?
But the problem, I agree with you in theory, Adam. The problem with that is it gets real subjective fast as far as that. Like, he missed practice on Wednesday. I don't want to do the trade now. Like, because somebody, and then you see it get canceled, vetoed, and then all of a sudden that person makes another trade with the players involved.
But I think in this case where there's a long-term injury, and I think anything over a week is a long-term injury personally, but you said this, Dan, and you're not wrong. Serious league versus non-serious league. Most of these situations, you're playing with friends or you're playing with friends of friends. Like, why would you want this to be something that's going to be contentious for people you're going to be with for hopefully many years? So
right.
I would just, hey, my bad. Maybe we could do another trade. Maybe there's something we can work out, but this just doesn't work.
And people are saying that it's up to this manager to cancel the trade. But the email said he accepted it within seconds of this news coming out. Mm-hmm. So he didn't have time to cancel the trade.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's fair. It does.
But you also should realize, and again, case by case, but there was the chance of Wilson missing time. It wasn't like when he left the game, it wasn't like, oh, he'll be back next week. There was the potential of that.
I also think it's possible to make the case that this is still a fair trade. Garrett, you got to wait a few weeks to get Garrett Wilson. What the heck are you getting out of those other two? I don't want to put those guys in my lineups at any point.
I think Garrett Wilson might be out for the season. I mean, they didn't
if he's out for the season, that stinks. No, I'm wrong about that.
He's on IR.
What am I getting out of DJ Moore in my lineup? I'm getting potential for disaster.
It's a 14-team PPR league. You're getting potential for a startable player.
Is he startable?
Yes. He usually scores at least.
Certainly wasn't last week when he got a bagel.
Yeah, I know. He left the game with an injury. He usually scores about 8 fantasy points. The week before that, he scored 26 fantasy points or something like that. He's an asset in a 14-team PPR league.
The other thing is this fantasy cop just reminds me, this is very important for everybody. And I'm sure most of you, strong fantasy players already know this. Don't leave trades up. If you're going to propose a trade in your league and you're not necessarily texting the person about the trade and trying to have a negotiation, you're just throwing it out there and hoping they accept it. Don't leave it up. Put it out there, text the person, say, look, I sent you a trade, take a look at it. And I think Heath does a great job of this in all the leagues I'm in with Heath. He'll send me a trade offer and then he'll notify me the trade offer. This is something Jamie didn't do 4 weeks ago. We could have made a trade, but I had no idea the trade was sitting there. But Jamie didn't text me. But Heath texts me once he sends me a trade and says, look, I sent you a trade. And then I'll look at it and I'll say, I don't like this. And he's like, all right, do a counter. And then I was like, honestly, it doesn't work. It's a dynasty league. I was like, we don't have any counters that work. He's like, okay. And then he deletes the trade. You don't leave it up because then you put the risk of, you run this risk if you leave trades up.
Yeah, I know. It could be hard to remember, but I get it. What do you think you offered me for Kamani Vidal and Javonte Williams, by the way?
First of all, it's a starting offer.
What do you think? Earlier, you said what you offered me. I think you said you threw a 2nd-round pick or something. You made it.
Do we have is there actually a log that shows the trade offers?
I'm looking at it right now in my trash. I have the email.
Okay.
You offered me something for Kamani Vidal and Javonte Williams.
And it was for both players?
Mm-hmm.
It was I'm going to guess he said 2nd-round pick, so I'm going to say 2nd-round pick.
And there's probably something worse. I think I put players in. Look, originally I offered you a second via text. Then you didn't respond to that, so I just threw a random starting offer out.
I don't remember that. But you offered me 2 3rd-round picks and Jaden Blue for Kamani Vidal and Javonte Williams.
Yeah, 2 threes and Jaden Blue. Is it that bad?
That's pretty.
And that's not good. But like, I don't know if even giving a 2 up is worth Javonte Williams, who may not even be back with the Cowboys and is not really a dynasty asset unless he is back with the Cowboys.
But Javonte it's going to be a late 2, right? So
no. Oh yeah, true. It would be a late 2 or a late 3. All right, fine. You want to do it for a 2?
Javonte for a 2?
No, Javonte and Vidal for a 2. I'm not giving like Javonte's not that good of an asset in dynasty.
It maybe.
You don't need him. This guy's worth nothing to you. Take a 2.
Could see them re-signing him.
Could they? They don't have money to do that.
Don't tell me to take a 2, by the way.
Take a 2.
Here's what I think, Dan.
Go drop a dude.
You start a lot of your arguments and you don't really know where you're going with it. And you throw stuff out, and sometimes it's not true. Like, you're better than us in every league that we're playing in. You're not really sure if that's true.
Very true statement by you.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see
I
the
do
wheels.
like to throw, you know what, I won't do it to you again, and make a second edit in the show at the wall a lot and see what sticks.
Oh, you can throw shit at the wall. It's fine.
You gave him a second edit, Jamie. That wasn't fair. You gave him the first edit. That was respectable because he deserved it by calling me a you know what, a Dumas. But the second edit is really not fair.
Okay, let's do Apple Podcast questions.
I was like Khan. Now. You almost said Khan. It would have been a great Star Trek.
One of Dave's best jokes ever was the Khan joke.
So good.
What was it?
I was wearing.
You're not going to get it because you don't know what the Star Trek reference is. But Adam has a Star Trek shirt, and Dave just screamed Khan.
That's all
he set it up with Shad Khan. The
Jags.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Here's a question. Apple Podcast from. I might even read that. Bowers and Henderson for Chase Brown and Marvin Harrison Jr. in a 10-team half PPR league. Which side do you like better, Bowers and Henderson or Chase Brown and Marvin Harrison Jr.? This was before the appendicitis, I think.
Bowers and Henderson.
I mean, even if it was healthy, I'd rather have Bowers.
Yeah, same.
Okay, here's one. My running backs are Genty and Barkley. Benson is on my bench. My wide receivers are Nico, Garrett Wilson, Shakir, and Parker Washington. Quarterback is Hurts. I give up Barkley and Parker Washington. I get Walker, Charbonnet, and Olave.
No. Even
It's
though you do need receivers.
It's a big win, I think, if one of Walker or Charbonnet get hurt.
Fair.
That's the only
win.
You could say that about a lot of things.
But you know what, though?
Fantasy, though.
If one of Walker or Charbonnet gets hurt, they're probably Barkley.
Yeah. What did I say Barkley was at? I think Barkley's averaging about 16 points per game. 15.7.
Yeah, it's ugly.
Just curious if Walker or Charbonnet gets hurt, more or less than 15.7 points per game for the other guy.
Oh,
right there.
Full
I'll say
PPR,
slightly above.
All right.
Yeah, that's about right. About like 80 yards and a TD per game type thing.
All right. Grade my trade.
I'll probably just go with George Halani.
Yeah. For Christian McCaffrey. Grade my McCaffrey trade. I traded Brock Bowers, Emeka Ibuka, and Chase Brown for Christian McCaffrey and Tez Johnson.
That's too much. Right?
That's too much.
He still has Nico and Sutton.
That's too much, man. That's too much.
Especially if Godwin comes back. That clearly hurts both Bucks receivers, but I think Tez more so than Ibuka.
Tez way more so. Yeah, that's too much.
I think that might be it. Please tell, did we read this one last week? Please tell Dan that the Pilgrim and the dinosaur jokes were the same joke repackaged.
That makes it worse.
Well, what you liked one of them and you didn't like.
So yeah, first of all, I have to say that's amazing. It's the greatest joke ever.
I think that's it for Apple Podcast is weird. They really don't populate that well.
Yeah, agreed. Me and Jacob are having trouble figuring them out for Beyond the Box Score. It's like, it's not organized well. Apple, get your game together when it comes to this.
Okay, let's not insult Apple. I think
Sorry, Apple, you're the best.
Yeah, well, very healthy. Here's a comment. We get to some Spotify comments now. This one is from Willie Rand. It just says, "Adam is so funny and smart and handsome."
Shocker that you chose to read this one.
Yeah. This is from Desmond, or I can't read that. Sorry, it's very small print. Odunze, Jameson Williams, Wandale Robinson, Parker Washington, pick 2.
Odunze, Jamo, Parker. Oh, Odunze and Jamo.
Who was after Parker?
Jamar Chase, aka Wandale Robinson.
Oh, Odunze and Robinson.
From Sean, half PPR, 12 teams, stacked at receiver. I have Ibuka, St. Brown, and I traded
Wait,
Metcalf.
what did you just call him? Ibuka? It's Egbuka.
No, it's not. It's Ibuka.
Damn it.
Yeah. There's a video.
Why do I ever challenge you on pronunciations when I know I stink at them?
Someone else did. Someone left kind of a nasty comment about how I keep mispronouncing Ibuka's name. I'm not saying the G. I'm saying it right. And there's a video of him actually telling Rob Gronkowski, they're, Zooming or whatever, telling him how to pronounce his name because he said a big
This is disappointing to hear, but respect it.
Okay. I traded Metcalf and Tedrow. Oh, wow. You traded Metcalf and Lamb and Tedrow McMillan for Lamb? Amazing
trade. I don't even know who would ever even consider doing that. Honestly, I really want to find that league and play in it.
It was Lamb's bye week.
So what? Metcalf stinks in fantasy, and actually in real life too. Not a fan of him.
From Chop Suey, would you trade away Jawan Jennings? Would you trade away Jawan Jennings for Kate Otten?
I don't think you should trade.
You need a tight end.
Away Jacobs for Kate Otten because it's not a good trade to make this week or ever. And that's it.
That was Chop Suey?
Yeah, that was Chop Suey. Come on.
Wow. Good for you. That was great. That was great, man. All right, Jamie, sorry. Would you trade Juwan Johnson for Kate Otten?
Juwan Jennings.
I didn't even get the players right, but.
Oh, Juwan Jennings. I was thinking Juwan Johnson. Anyway, but would you trade Juwan Jennings for Kate Otten?
If you need a tight end, yes.
He does.
Yeah, I would do that if you need it. If you need help right now, it's not bad.
Yes, I think you should.
Yeah.
Brian Thomas Jr., Michael Wilson, or DK Metcalf, bench one.
Oh. Is Thomas a guarantee to play?
No.
I don't think Thomas is playing.
Yeah, I don't think he's playing. So I guess just bench Thomas because he's not playing.
And if he does play?
Give me the names again.
Brian Thomas Jr., Michael Wilson, DK Metcalf, bench one.
I'd probably bench Wilson.
Is it Metcalf? What does Metcalf do for us on a weekly basis?
He's playing the Bengals, so hopefully something.
Hurts or Mahomes? Hurts or Mahomes?
Mahomes.
Really? Okay.
I think I'm going Hurts.
Kyron or Jalen Warren?
Warren.
Kyron for me.
Warren.
I know the matchup stinks, but I don't care.
Would you start Aaron Jones, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, or Trey Tucker?
Aaron Jones by a lot.
Yeah. I can't trust Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, and Tucker's, of course, not trustable. I take it back, actually. I'm going to go Warren in that other spot. The matchup's too good.
Jay Tupa wants to know, would you trade Bijan for CMC? Yes. For Puka. Would you trade Bijan for Puka?
Yes.
You would definitely do it. Is it full PPR?
Yeah.
It's so hard to answer these without knowing their running back and receiver situations, but assuming in a vacuum, yes.
Would you trade him for JSN?
Yes.
Yeah, in a vacuum.
Jamar Chase?
Yes.
Yep.
Bijan for JSN is the one that I struggle with.
You think he'll come down, JSN? I mean, he has to. He's averaging over 5 yards per route run, which is impossible and not repeatable over time. But like sometimes it just carries out throughout the whole season.
Is this the worst of Bijan Robinson, or is this the norm for Bijan Robinson now?
The worst, I think.
It may be, but that offense is really stymied. They're not creating the explosive plays in the run game, and he gets pulled in the red zone.
No, he got pulled in the red zone last week. He doesn't always get pulled in.
No, I think the total red zone touches is really weighted toward Algier. Am I wrong about that?
I don't know. I don't look at red zone. I really only look at inside the 5 yard line, inside the 3 yard.
11-3, right? Or no, this is no good. These are bad stats. Sorry.
I mean, if a guy gets a carry at the 18 yard line, I don't really care. It's the 3 yard line and they're basically even. They've had very few for the year.
Even is not great though.
No, it's not, but they're only even because Algier had 2 of them last week. Honestly, I think they have something like 5 combined carries inside the 5 yard line this year.
Okay.
In fact, I want to look that up. So while I look that up, Dan, you have chat access, right?
Yeah. Let's get some
Finish with
questions.
YouTube questions. Go ahead and pick some, and I'll be right back.
Okay. We'll start with Daryl G, who asks, would you trade Woody Marks for Marvin Harrison in full PPR?
If we knew it's only a 1 week absence for Harrison, then I would say yes. If it's more than 1 week, I would probably say no.
Okay. Poochie's uncle asks, I was offered T. Higgins and Rico Dowdle, and I got to give up Travion Henderson. Would you do that? Yeah.
In a heartbeat.
That's a crazy offer.
Dowdle's great.
Good for you. Just do it. Let's do this one now. I didn't want to put this up. This is my nose strip guy. Ricky Pearsall, Sean Tucker, or Keenan Allen, 0.5 PPR.
I'd take a chance on Ricky here.
Okay. Bad guy, Rai. Dan, half PPR, System of a Down or Rage Against the Machine? Oh, it's an easy System of a Down for me. I love System of a Down.
Really?
Honestly. Yes. I think that I would have loved to see them live. I've heard now his vocals are shot. Serge, what was his name? Serge, not Serge. Forgetting his name. It might be Serge. Whatever it was, he's like, in my opinion, one of the 5 best vocalists of the last decade. I stand by that. The way he was able to hit different notes and different songs, I stand by. But I've heard his vocals are shot, so I don't want to see them live anymore. But definitely System of a Down.
All right. Thank you for filling in here. So the Falcons, Bijan Robinson has 1 carry from the 3-yard line or closer. Tyler Algier has 3. It was 1-1 going into week 10. Algier got 2 in week 10.
Right.
Now, that's an unbelievably low number. The Falcons have 5 team carries from the 3-yard line or closer. The only teams with less are the Saints, Vikings, Jets, and Dolphins. And how about this? The Falcons have 5. The Colts have 21.
Wow.
The Colts have 21 carries from the 3-yard line or closer. The Falcons have 5. The Giants have 15. I mean, it's just so weird.
Somehow been good on offense this year.
Yeah. 0.3 points per game fewer than the Eagles.
Wow.
All right. Herbert or Caleb Williams this week?
Herbert.
Yeah, Herbert. I don't like Caleb this week.
Dinesh doesn't want us to disappoint him. He came here for a quick lunch and Dan's reaction to a dad joke. You missed the set. We had a whole dad joke segment.
We already did our dad joke segment.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to start laughing at them. That's all I know.
Let's see what else we got.
Apparently, Josh says you're just ignoring his Fantasy Cops emails. He's emailed you 3 times now.
Listen, I get about 20 a week.
You do.
Legitimately, 20 a week. And I tend to pick the ones that are a little bit shorter. So just letting you know. Eddie Cook says he needs 3 in PPR. Javante, Kyron, Warren, Genty. Ooh.
Oh.
I am sitting Kyron.
I'm sitting Genty. I am so done with Genty. Look, he might walk into some touchdowns still. He did last week at the beginning of the game. But just watching that game back for Beyond the Box Score this past week, the difference in their offense before and after Ben Powers-Johnson got hurt in that game was like night and day. He was their last remaining decent offensive lineman. And when he went out, it was just a nightmare for that offensive line. I think we're due for some really, really bad blocking rest of season. I guess he'll walk into some touchdowns randomly, but I'll take Kyron on the better offense, even in a worse matchup.
Jackson Powers Johnson. Yeah. Same guy.
Ben Powers Johnson.
It is Jackson Powers Johnson.
Jackson Powers. Oh, I was thinking of Ben, the other guy. Okay, yeah, that was my bad, Kevon. It is Jackson.
But it's worth noting.
The Oregon lineman.
And they're very beat up on the offensive line.
He's the worst in the NFL.
Zach Ertz or Mark Andrews this week?
Andrews for me.
Yeah, Andrews. Like, am I going to play Zach Ertz with Marcus Mariota? No.
Are they just ineffective at the goal line for the Falcons? I don't know. I think it's just they don't get there that much.
Well, it's not a bad question by Jim because they're just such an outside zone scheme. Like, you don't want to really rely on outside zone in the red zone if you don't have the guys up front who can, block in duo or run power gap with. And I'm not sure they have that on their line. So it might be that. I don't know. Algiers definitely seems more effective specifically in the red zone.
Let me see how many plays they've run from the 3-yard line, where that ranks. They've run the 3rd fewest plays.
Yeah.
The Dolphins have
their offense kind of
3.
Not what we expected it to be because Penix can't get off his first read and is like second last in the NFL in on-target throw percentage.
This is making me reconsider Bijan a little bit here.
Yeah.
But these things
he's not on the good offense we thought he would be.
But for example, you love it. I mean, people love Achane right now, right? I mean, I'd probably still like Bijan better. Achane's on a team that's run the fewest plays from the 3-yard line.
True. Right? But Achane scores from long more than Bijan.
And his role in the passing game is a little bit more.
Yeah. Yes.
But Bijan's Well, who would you rather have rest of the season? I still going Bijan.
It might
I'll
be
take
H.
Achane.
It might be H. I'm going to go Achan.
Herbert
They have
or
an easy
Baker?
schedule, too.
Herbert or Baker rest of season?
Herbert.
I'll take Baker, but it's close.
Herbert.
Tracy, Mason, or Tucker? Pick one in PPR.
Yeesh.
Tucker.
Tucker, just because it's full PPR.
Nice. Theo Johnson or Brenton Strange?
Theo.
Theo. Yeah.
Pearsall, Debo, DK, start 2.
I'm sitting Debo.
Pearsall and DK are the ones I'm starting as well. Yeah. I'm not as high on DK, even in a great matchup, but Debo is just disaster right now.
Adam and Dan remind me of an old married couple. We get that a lot. Pick a running back and a flex in PPR. Dowdle, Harvey, Marks, Vidal. Oh, so just need 2. Dowdle, Harvey, Marks, Vidal.
Dowdle and Marks.
Another thing, Adam, that I forgot to tell you that I was speaking with my brother about this weekend. He he's been like taking up tennis. Like now he's all in on tennis the way I went all in on golf. He wants to play you. So we got to set something up, but more so he wants to play me and him versus you and your brother. So we got to figure something out. A little doubles match. The Schneiders versus the Azers. I don't know when. It's obviously going to have to be when it's warm, unless do you have a bubble that you play in at your club? Like, can you play indoor in the winter?
In January, I will rejoin my gym, and I will have a bubble.
Indoor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's think about that.
The Azers have to be favored in that one, right? Because
the Azers are definitely favored because my brother's just picking up tennis and he's getting good, solid fast. I told him he didn't like this. I told him I think you would beat him because you're a very similar game, but you in that second set showed power and you were hitting winners and you were hitting with a lot more, like you were driving the ball. And I don't know if he has that in his game yet. But your brother's supposed to be great, right?
Yeah, he's really good. So
So would your brother beat Dan?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so then you're definitely the favorites in that.
So what was I going to say? I entered a doubles tournament.
Ooh.
And my partner, I've never met him before, but I've chatted with him on text before. He randomly texted me a picture months ago of peanut butter in his refrigerator.
There we go.
You recall that because he watches our show.
I love it.
I made fun of Dan for refrigerating peanut butter, and he is a peanut butter refrigerator guy. So
peanut butter's pretty damn good out of a fridge. Try it. You might like it, everybody. It's pretty good when it's cold.
I have 3 more questions, and then we're gonna go.
Okay.
Let's see. Henry, Tet, or Addison?
Henry.
Who'd you say? Oh, it's Derrick Henry?
Yeah.
Derrick Henry, without a doubt for me.
Kate Otten or Theo Johnson? Did we just do that one? I'm sorry. I don't think we did.
No.
Okay.
Theo.
And last one. Do you think Jackson Dart's play style will change when he comes back?
It's a good question. Kafka was the one. Kafka, who's the interim head coach now, was the one calling these plays. So you would think, okay, it could remain the same. But I do think it's like we were waiting for that ball to drop with the injury. And now that he's hurt, I think we will get something coming down from ownership or the regime, just let's not call as many design runs for him. So it is worrisome because a lot of his fantasy points have obviously been via the ground. I think he has averaged a touchdown a game rushing, which is completely unsustainable. He had one game where he didn't score a touchdown, but he had one game where he had 2 rushing touchdowns. So it's not really sustainable. So yeah, I am a little worried.
You also want to see from like an evaluation process, can he play in the pocket? Like just don't put him in those situations, not just from a health standpoint, but also from a game standpoint.
Yeah.
Like run if it's available to you. You see a running lane, slide, get out of bounds, be smart about it. But to put him in those spots, like you're just taking away. Again, I understand they were trying to win, but now that the season's definitely lost, like this should all be just about evaluation.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. We will talk to you tomorrow. Yeah, Sunday on Fantasy Football Today, bright and early. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. See ya.